All right, all right. Shout outs to everybody in the building. What's going on? Shout outs to Miss V coming through. Thank you so much. Oh man, we gotta chop it up. So much stuff to talk about on today's show. Yeah, we took a little slight day off, but you got to have vision. Hold on,
But you got
y'all.
to have vision.
Yeah, man. I took y'all won't feel it. I do. But well, actually, there's this NDO for me. There's no days off for me. But shout outs to Miss V, starting off the show right, dropping a huge $10 on the Cash App coming into the show. Correct. Thank you, Miss V, for all the love. I got so much stuff to tell y'all today. Hold on, give me 1 second. Thank you, Miss V, for dropping a 10 on Player Talk Reparations. Hold on.
More. Wendy?
Thanks, Chuck. We're standing here in front of the Olympic Liquor Store in Queens, where scores of African Americans have been lined up for hours. We spoke to a few of them earlier. Ladies, may we get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Shout outs to Miss V. Shout outs to Cynical One in the building. Shout outs to the sinners in the building. What's going on? Devin D in the place to be. Always good to see you here, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. Also, thank you also to Devin D for supporting Player Talk Radio. Thank you everybody here for supporting Player Talk Radio. Brother Love Show in the building. Man, if you ain't subscribed to Brother Love, man, look, you walking around hating all day. Shout outs to Aaron B in the place to be. Shout outs to J3 in the place to be. You dig? Ain't no place but in Player Talk Radio's face, all right? Shout outs to Tampa Supreme in the building. Shout outs to Miss Lolita in the building. I got to reach out to you. So much we got to talk about, man. Shout outs to my brother D-Mac in the building. D-Mac laughing at the thumbnail. It's funny, man. It's funny. I don't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying? I know some of you guys. I know a lot of you guys was nosy. I seen a lot of ops over on Fantastic's channel, man. That nigga funny as hell. He be really thinking somebody care about him, like somebody sat around and talk about him and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I was discussing something else. Ain't nobody talking about your weird ass, See, he ain't addressed nothing that I said, but he sat around and watched the whole show. You want to know why? Because we're entertaining over here. We talk about real shit. You can't point one person that nigga has helped out in the space. But anyway, protect DJ Kuda at all costs. Yes, I'm on IG. I need to be on IG more. We're gonna start doing the shows on IG also. So I'm gonna get that set up. I just need to figure out how much subs and stuff I need to have on IG. So this summer we'll have the IG up. So I think the main and then I might have to start spending. I mean, I'm spending a lot of money on Player Talk Radio monthly, but I might have to up the price on how much I spend on Player Talk Radio, because we might need to be streaming in 4 or 5 places at the same time. Shout outs to Miss V. Miss V said I have a solution to the reused content. Yes, let me know. I mean, I got so much stuff. My handle is Dawless_lo-fi. It's a picture of Piccolo with a kufi on. I know it's crazy. It's a picture of Piccolo with a kufi on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hard to find on Dawless_lo-fi. And shout out to Nimans. If you guys want to get that free crypto newsletter, Nimans he's been working his ass off, so I need to reach out to him also. Just a lot of stuff I need to do. I've been studying bookkeeping and I'm learning a lot, man. I'm learning so much about like double entry bookkeeping and accounting and all kinds of just different things I never thought I would learn. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, we back. My bad, y'all. I had to adjust my headphones and stuff like that. But shout outs to everybody here, man. Just so much stuff to go over. Whew, where to start? I told y'all about that whole, you know what I'm saying, plumber, the whole plumber theory. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all I know what the hell I'm talking about. I keep telling y'all to follow me. You know what I'm saying? I'm look, I'm right about 9 times out of 10. I'll give myself 8 because that's my favorite number, even though my life path number is 9. I'm right about out of 9 times out of the 10 of the things I'm talking about. I would listen. Let me tell y'all something. Anything that I tell y'all or give y'all, if I wouldn't go through it or do it myself, I would never suggest it to y'all. Okay, so anytime I'm giving y'all a story or I'm telling y'all something or giving y'all game on something, it's something that I've done, something that I know of, and something that I can speak on. If I don't know about it, I will not talk about it. Not in the, like, I want y'all to really, like I said, soaking up game is going to be, soaking up information, if you don't want to call it game, is going to be your most solid asset that you can have listening to me, and not just listening to me in life. Your ability, look, let me tell y'all something. Even the world that we live in requires you to do that. Like if you go to college is just teaching you some shit other people know. You understand what I'm saying? So what is schooling in college and even in the square world built on? Read, write, and regurgitate. Your ability to read what you see, comprehend what you see long enough to write it back, and then regurgitate it, which follows into the writing and the regurgitation. That's what school bases itself on. How to read, write, and regurgitate. School teaches you how to read, write, and regurgitate. Some of us got an elephant memory, but I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Your ability to soak up knowledge and retain it is gonna be your biggest asset, because you have to relearn how to learn. You don't understand what I'm saying? We learn a certain type of way. We retain information all differently a certain type of way. So you guys got to be able to take in information, and not only take in the information, retain the information that you've taken in, you know? And like I said, you know, you have, you know, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. You dig? So, you know, me going back and learning a whole bunch of different things, nothing wrong with that, because I pride myself on my ability to soak up game. So when I see things and I know things, or I've been through things and stuff like that, a lot of times I don't have the time to sit here and say, hey, let me tell you 10 stories where this happened, where I had to use this information to, you know what I'm saying? To shit, damn near save my life. You know? So I had to learn how to read body language. I had to, you know, a lot of times y'all getting the information from the source. It's just I don't got time to tell y'all a lot of this stuff. But what I've seen done and soak up, like I said, and it goes back to what I was saying, which a lot of people try to clown me about it. You know what I'm saying? Because they would let the game change them and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm a veteran in this space, so I know how things work and I know how things go. And the only reason why I brought it up is because, you know, people would sit back and be like, oh, well, how do you know so much about this? It's like, because I've been here for a long time. You know, I made my bones overnight, but not last night. You dig what I'm saying? And why does MTR look like a goofy in this situation? Which, you know, I like MTR. I don't want him to look like a goofy, but that's kind of what happened. I mean, why would that happen? Because he's a guest here. He's new here. He doesn't understand. And all the people that y'all, you know, seen in this space and supported in this space, they're sitting up here, you know, trying to get on by going on other people's shows, you know? And I mean, I guess that's a strategy. You know, I kind of got clowned for not doing it, and I'm still gonna do it. I'll humor it. I'll start showing up on other shows. But you kind of see why, right? You kind of see why, right? They're looking for a Manosphere mascot, and the funny thing is, why didn't MTR use or get anybody from the Lapis? You know, why are they going after new cats to come into space? Well, number one is what I said, to take the heat off of their back. You know what I'm saying? It's to take the heat off of their back. So, like I said, MTR jumped the gun. He even looked like more of a goofball. I seen Great Pill Podcast kind of did a show. I saw he posted in the Discord. Didn't get a chance to look at none of his shows yet. But he said the same thing that I said. MTR went on, on Duke and Don, you know, doing damage control and stuff like that. And it's like, why are you doing damage control? Why are you jumping the gun? You know, you kind of acting too fast. Like, you know, slow it down. These are new people coming into the space. They're not working on your time. A lot of content creators was like, Kuda, well, he can do this and well, he can do that. And I'm like trying to tell them, bro, no, he can't. He's not thinking like that. He's not thinking like you. He's not comfortable in this space. We are veterans in this space. We would be a lot more comfortable than he is, because reasonably, this is where we've been showing up. This is where we've been putting our intellectual property. This is where we congregate. We've created the space that he's not comfortable in. Everybody keeps, oh, you go viral, go viral, go viral. These dumbasses don't know shit about YouTube. You don't need to go viral. And if it's up to you, if you want to go, look, if you have a channel and you want to go viral, that's cool with you. Don't clown me and project your little bullshit. And it's not bullshit to go viral, by the way. I'm just saying this to the haters. But don't project your bullshit. Shout out to my brothers that gave me really good information, Ty City and everybody. But I'm saying, don't project your bullshit onto me. If that's the goals for your channel, that's the goals for your channel. Not every channel is alike. You know, not every channel requires the same thing. YouTube is not going to honor everything on every single channel. You understand what I'm saying? So, if I don't want to go viral, not like that, respect that. And let me tell you how the world works too. When you don't want to go viral, that's when you go viral. So I might end up going viral anyway. I don't give a fuck if I go viral. But going viral, y'all, can fuck up your life just as much as winning the lottery. You understand what I'm saying? Going viral can fuck up your life just as much as as winning the lottery, because a lot of people they're not prepared to have all those eyeballs on them. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the best, or I don't cover content in the most viral friendly light. You did? Now, if I go viral, I'm going to get the information and then I'm going to know what to do after I go viral, but that's probably about it. Hell, I might go viral for some negative shit before I go viral for some positive shit. Okay? So don't trip. Just support Player Talk Radio and let's go. Let's get this show on the road. You know what I'm saying? So this guy is going viral. And he's going through a lifestyle change right now. And you know what people in the space are thinking about? You know what people in the space are thinking about? They're thinking about how they can ride his wave, how they can come up. What can they get out of the situation? If they can, you know what I'm saying? If they can, make some money out of the situation or turn things around. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, content creators around here are scamming, which some of them are, and I wouldn't even call it scamming. They're content creators. But like I said, you can't be running around saying this person's scamming and stuff like that, and you have ulterior motives also. You looking for the next viral moment. This person's trying to protect their livelihood. Plus, you fucking up anyway, aligning yourself with all of these tea and gossip channels and stuff like that. That accountability tea That accountability chick was wrong too. Okay? She was wrong too. And first of all, why you digging in this man's background? Nigga, like, what are y'all doing this nigga's taxes or some shit? What is up with y'all? I'll just start seeing weird shit from this space. You guys be going on dates telling women how much you make and all this other goofball shit. It's like, who told y'all to do that? And then y'all turn around and blame that shit on the red pill. And then there'll be a whole bunch of people coddled around in the same space. None of y'all are red pill, and y'all are doing all red pill content and commenting on red pill content. Yeah, all because he told a chick that her arms were hairy. And what you call it? MTR. What are you doing on Duke and Don? Like when shit gets a little hectic, y'all just start clicking up with the ops. What's going on, Cap? Yeah, at this point, what's going on, UFO? MTR, mediocre talking and regurgitating. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. Mediocre talking and regurgitating. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. There you go. You know, I'm just saying, you know. It's like, bro, I've been hold up. Yeah, I've been suffering in this space for keeping it real, man. You know, so I'm not complaining about what people think I'm complaining about, you know. So anyway, like I said, the Manosphere has been trying to find a new face for the space. And shout outs to Thai City. He calls it a mascot. You know what I'm saying? And essentially that's what it is. And you know what I'm saying? Essentially that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to find a new face for the space, and nobody knows what the hell to do. And you got so many new people here that, you know, they thought that was the face for the space. And honestly, Kevin wouldn't have been, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, Kevin would have grifted to Passport Bros and some other stuff going on right now, but he wouldn't agree with the you know, the Pookies and the Brandon Jamals. I think Kevin would have gotten along with Brandon Jamal, oddly enough, to tell you the truth. I got to do a show about that. I think Kevin would have gotten a little bit more along with Brandon Jamal. I think he would have at least tried to fix or turn Brandon Jamal into something. But Brandon Jamal, he's crashing out now. His sister tried to clout chase him. That didn't work, you know. After his sister tried to clout chase him, he literally, you know, went in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? So his sister tried to clout chase him. His sister tried to clout chase him, and you know, with the kid that he was supposed to take care of, and now he's like doing shows with wigs on and stuff like that. It's kind of getting weird. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these guys, they don't know how to transition on the computer, on the internet, on you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you the truth too. They actually have a bit of a leeway because guess what? The Manosphere wants them. And I don't approve of new guys coming into the Manosphere and going straight to the top. You know what I'm saying? Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews never reached out to Angry Man. He never reached out to LAR Movement. He never reached out to Black Ram. He never reached out to all of these other Manosphere guys that existed, and he knows they exist. But why? Why? And then now he's bringing new people into the fold, but it's like, what fold? You can't teach them to be something that you're not. But I get what he's doing. He wants to get a new face to the space. and, you know, co-sign some shit. You know, he wants to be like, yo, this person got into space. This person is, successful, and they came through me. See, y'all think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm actually very smart, but I am stupid. You know, I'm a fool. You know, I'm a fool, and I got hella game, and I be knowing what I'm talking about. So he fumbled it. He fumbled it, looking more so out for him than being patient, giving the man time to respond to him. He could have gotten what he wanted. But the guy got to pace himself on the internet. Like, first of all, his life is getting fucked up by a ex, and whoever in their life is clout chasing. That's another thing, too. Y'all think when y'all go viral, it's going to be smooth sailing. Nigga, your auntie, your TT, or whoever that used to be around you, they going to come out the cut. They going to be chasing clout. They don't talk to you. You don't understand. MTR, if you create content, and a couple of other people that you guys see are the black sheeps of the family. Yes. If you talk about certain things on the internet that you can't or don't talk about at Thanksgiving dinner, you, my friend, are the black sheep of the family. Fame alone will make you the black sheep of your family. When you say, hey, I'm going to go over here and learn a skill or go do this to go get some money and just do my own thing, yes, you become the black sheep of your family. And not even nowadays, fuck family, you become the black sheep of your friends and your relationships and all kinds of other stuff. When you get famous, yo, you're gonna be surprised who's gonna come out talking crazy about you or even good about you. You know, you don't have to look at it as a bad thing. But let's get into what I'm talking about. So, mediocre tutorials and reviews, man. Even Ringo, I saw a video. Even Ringo, even though Ringo still don't trust the dude, we're gonna get into that too. Even Ringo came out of nowhere. Ringo came out of nowhere, calling out MTR. And I like MTR. I want MTR to win. But I don't know why he does something sporadically. I gotta see what part of the world he in. Hopefully he's not in New York. But MTR, he does sporadic things and then make permanent decisions. Like, I can see if you fuck up, then you like I can see if you fuck up, right? Cause I mean the audience is forgiving. I mean, y'all can't do shit anyway. But I can see if you fuck up, then came back, did damage control, say, yo, I fuck up, and then pick up where you left off at. Because you could do that. That is an option on the internet, you know, or at least, you know, recoup. You know what I'm saying? Shit on the internet is recoupable. You know, if you're paying attention and you got time. Okay? But he gets called out, and then he makes a permanent decision that he can't recoup from. So even if he does another damage control situation, people gonna be like, Why you fucking with Duke? Why you fucking with Duke and Dawn? Why you fucking with, you know what I'm saying? So now he gotta be like, fuck, I done made a mistake. Let me, you know, and shout outs to War Master. War Master called it also with the Pearl situation. He was 110% stepping hard for Pearl. Then the shit happens. If I was him, I would have disappeared. I would have disappeared for a little bit. You know, people's attention span here, if it's long term, it's only 3 weeks anyway. Within the month, people will forget. But nope, people made him go on this whole pro-black crusade, and it fucked up his bag because now he had to come back and be like, Pearl, you fucked up. O'Shea put in, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you know, he is green when it comes to this sector because guess what? And I'm gonna catch up on y'all comments. He is green when it comes to this sector because guess what? He's a guest in this sector still. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it like that, man. This is what happens when you undermine a whole group of dudes doing what you've done that paved the way for you. In the Manosphere, you can be 3 years a guest. You can be 3 years a guest. I got Manosphere people looking at me like I'm a guest, and it's like, bro, stop it. I had to kind of, and he still kind of don't know what's going on. I had to kind of correct Reg the bad guy on some stuff. I'm creating content. There's a lot of people that's watching this show and getting content and content ideas. Bet you after I show y'all what I'm about to show y'all with Kevin Samuels, somebody else gonna get a content idea behind it. It's gonna get real dark. I want y'all to stick around to the end of the show. It's gonna get real dark after I cover this topic. Y'all know I always got something for y'all. Y'all know I'm always innovative. It's gonna get real dark. Speaking of Manosphere mascots. So one thing me and Ty City talked about for a brief moment, and DS1 and everybody here talked about, was Kevin Samuels ended up being the real kind of first Manosphere mascot. There was no choice. Like, once the mainstream bubble popped, he was right there. And he ushered it in. So that's why you got the new Samuelites coming in. And then that's why you have new cats and older existing cats coming into the space wearing suits and setups like him and the Manosphere memorabilia. That's what I was talking about when I'm like looking at it. Like, you know, I can see if I didn't have no history here. So my history here was like, you know, introducing, the KS effect, introducing tech and all this other stuff. And yeah, I had the right to be upset because everybody didn't believe me when I was saying it, and then took somebody else that took my advice word for it, including Pearly, including a whole bunch of other people. And there's a lot of people where I've given them ideas and given them damn near their whole setup to create money for them and their podcasts. And, you know, they just was ungrateful. What's going on, RPA? Good to see you, brother. So, I'm laughing at this too. I'm not telling y'all to believe what I'm about to show y'all later on. But Kevin Samuel, quote unquote, spoke from the dead. Kevin Samuels had a lot to say speaking from the dead. I don't know if y'all know about this, but Kevin Samuels spoke from the dead. I didn't get a chance to see it, but I'm going to review it with y'all. There's a lot of people on here that spoke from the dead. Fulio spoke from the dead. There's a lot of people, quote unquote, speaking from the dead on YouTube, mind you. So it's going to get interesting. Y'all stick around, all right? But let me walk y'all down. First of all, I'm going to give a big shout outs because they are part of the channel also. Shout outs to Kites. Shout outs to Kites. Shout outs to his beautiful wife. Really cool black couple. AKA Reacts. You did? You said, if so, you seen it? You saw the... I'll bring it up later. I wonder what he said. Kevin Samuel speaks from the dead. So, what a lot of people don't know is that Kevin Samuels passed before me, I think so. I think it was in his heart, but Kevin Samuels passed before he made amends with a lot of people. But then again, I don't know how quickly he would have made amends with a lot of people because a lot of people started going in on him super crazy in his success. So the reason why I'm not too out of pocket with people hating on me in the Manosphere is because don't you know the last will be the first and the first will be the last. And there's a lot of people that hate on me, and that's one of the the angry man, yeah. And that's what DS1 was getting at too. But right before you blow up, I've noticed and I've covered it, you get a lot of hate from the space. So I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of hate collectively from the space. You damn near get boycotted. You understand what I'm saying? I get canceled and boycotted every year for some goofball reason. And then the space ends up coming back. And, you know. So I'm seeing a lot of people. I saw Media Man. I think I saw Stacy, the other guy, all the other Samuelites. Another reason why the new guys come in and they blackball Angry Man is because they painted Angry Man as a hater. and they don't do their research also. So they're coming in under a Manosphere mascot that they don't know. You know, Bandman Kevo got him tattooed on his leg. Wonder what that tattoo looked like now after the surgery. Hold on, y'all. Let me light this cigar. Give me 1 second. Like this damn Toscanalos. Little 25-minute cigar. So, Kevin Samuels, he did a whole show with Angry Man. They had a whole show. And it kind of was like the Educated Lame and Pookie and Ray Ray show. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what was going on for the longest time. You know, where that term Educated Lame and Pookie and Ray Ray comes from, kind of was coined by Rom Wills. If y'all don't know, it kind of was coined by Rom Wills. You know, basically it's the alpha and beta conversation reloaded. You have your betas and you have your alphas and stuff like that. The reason why black men are so enthralled with it is because we judge ourselves by two different types of guys, which are moods for real. You know, when we get down when we get down into the crux of what I'm talking about, Educated Lame and Pookie and Ray Ray are really moods for black men. Because one day that Educated Lame will be a fucking Pookie. One day that Educated Lame gonna wake up and be a Pookie. You got Educated Lames that are Pookies in the goddamn workspace, in their workspace amongst each other. You dig? They're the Pookie of the office. I'll talk about that later. But there's a lot of black men in between and archetypes of brothers in between that we're not talking about. And mostly everybody, when they come in here, they're under the impression that they're helping out good guys. So they realize the quote-unquote good guys are in disguise. They want to date women with knuckles, with tattoos on their knuckles. You know, they want to date women that's fresh off the stripper pole. You know what I'm saying? When these guys are ready to trick, look at what they spend their money on. Hell, when your politicians are ready to trick, look at what they spend their money on. When Umar got ready to trick, look at what he spent his money on. So men spend their money on hoes. For sure. You damn straight. And not necessarily hoes. Men go after what they claim they didn't or don't want. Because the Manosphere, shout outs to Marco. Marco also pointed this out. The Manosphere went from correcting black women's behavior. Black men are disgusted with black women's behavior. Black men are disgusted with how the sisters purport themselves and what they do. And they've destroyed the nuclear family and feminism and all these other different things. As a matter of fact, y'all, I got a new book that I've been working on my days off. Which there's no days off. Y'all won't notice it. But I got a new book that I'm working on my days off. And the name of the book is Dating After COVID. Introverted Sigma's playbook for post-COVID dating success. So look out for that. That will be out very soon. Almost done. I talked about this in the book. Just a little bit. So there's a lot of archetypes and there's a lot of different types of black men that aren't represented in these spaces. Because truth be told, if Kevin Samuels was a mascot and the Manosphere didn't agree with him, mainstream agreed with him, but the Manosphere didn't, because the Manosphere didn't want to change their look until he had to prove that there was some type of success with his look. This is why you had men in their 30s and 40s revamping their whole look. There's nothing wrong with going out and wearing suits and stuff like that, but no, they were trying to be carbon copies of Kevin Samuels. Yes, they were trying to be carbon copies of Kevin Samuels. It wasn't simply, hey, I went down to the men's store or Joseph Bank and got me a nice suit. It was like, nah, I want to be Kevin. So they tried to find success also by becoming a Manosphere mascot. But Kevin Samuels was an anomaly. He was an anomaly in the space. The average brother running around here don't think like Kevin Samuels, don't dress like Kevin Samuels, and needed Kevin to guide their thinking for some odd reason when it comes to women. And some people just found him entertaining. But for whatever reason, that's the situation that we were dealing with. So now that he passed away, you know what I'm saying, while he was still a work in progress, now, we're stuck. We're stuck in a situation where you have guys like Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews and other guys that were cool with Kevin and that know a different Kevin Samuels. They know Kevin after he blew up. You have them, saying that, hey, we need to get a new face of the space. That's why Duke and Don and all them people was really talking about, the guy and exposing him and stuff like that, So Kevin Samuels had a couple of people that I don't even think was from the Manosphere before he blew up, which were the guys that he was gonna run a dating service with. Some people was like, oh, Kevin had an escort service and all this other shit. I don't fucking know. But what I'm saying is, he had guys in this space that he quote unquote was building up to say, okay, ladies, I have a group full of qualified guys here that look good, dress good, smell good. They making good money. I got the guys. He was creating the archetype that people said that don't exist. What Kevin was trying to do, he wanted to build up a group of brothers and say, okay, I got the guys that got the jobs, that got the look, that has a reasonable amount of success. I got them here for you guys to date. What's the problem? Well, the problem is that he abandoned those guys once he started the show. Once he saw that, hey, there's a, eventually he'll probably get back to it. Just like eventually he would probably get back into the space and, once the content got slow and basically, you know what I'm saying, make up with the Angry Man, make up with Alan Roger Curry, make up, with a lot of people. But all of these people, they saw their demise. They saw their demise before, including Kevin. They saw their demise before he came back. So it left the space in a huge mess. So now we got the guests running the space. I don't blame MTR, but he grifted into the space, and I don't know if anybody putting pressure on him, but now he got like some weird pressure on him. And it kind of destroyed his fan base that he had. This pressure would have been on Pearl, because O'Shea was hyping up Pearl. O'Shea put Pearl over the guys in the Manosphere and black men. That's what all those videos were for. Everybody, O'Shea knows how to damage control. O'Shea got a lot of my tech advice from Kevin. He didn't reach back and say, hey, let me go make amends with the guys that I was clowning before. O'Shea running around like he's not doing Fugazi shit also. And I fucks with O'Shea. And this is probably why he doesn't reach back. You don't want to reach back to the people that can put you on blast. I know how they looking at it. So anyway, now mediocre tutorials and reviews is having a hard time putting a new guy as the face of the space. There was people, I already knew what was going on. There was people in this chat like, the red pill and the black manosphere, we got you and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're going to, now the black manosphere is welcoming Pookies with open arms since the Brandon Jamal thing didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? With Fresh and Fit. And the funny thing is that if this plumber guy learns how to swim on his own, which a lot of these new creators are actually, if you really think about it, they don't need no goddamn manosphere. That actually being the mascot of the manosphere would actually hurt them. Like Brandon Jamal, imagine if he started doing manosphere content because he cool with Fresh and Fit. That probably would have fucked up his success that he's still having right now. Even though he's fucking it up. But even at the end of the day, if you do go viral, it's better you fuck it up being you than trying to be somebody else. Real talk. That's some real shit. It's better to fuck yourself up being you than to align yourself with people that won't even defend you when your 15 minutes of fame is over. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. What's going on, JR? Y'all support the show, hit the Cash App. We are an hour and 9 minutes into the game. So honestly, Aaron, the plumber guy, he could be himself. He could be himself. They don't need the manosphere. Hell, the manosphere ain't even the manosphere. People let that shit go to shit. Plus, them niggas gonna have a hand in your pocket anyway. I didn't even get to that part. All right, let's get into it. This Player Talk Radio. Shout outs to Kites. So, like I said, bro jumped the gun. Bro jumped the gun. Sitting up here trying to force the man to show you some shit he shouldn't have to show you, like we dating him or some shit. I don't care if the man really got fired. I don't care if you know what I'm saying? He's here, and that's all that's people are trying to put him in this space, and that's all that really counts at this point. He went viral. Whatever life he was living, whether he got fired or not, got fucked up. Y'all trying to have new niggas in the space. He's not dumb. Him and Brandon Jamal and a couple other people that y'all gonna try to put in the space, even the next nigga, they're gonna be able to sense the undertones of what you're trying to do. All of a sudden, some famous guy with a lot of followers is hitting you up that never spoke to you before, and you're not the only one. You're not the only one that wants something from him. See, you were doing content when you went viral. These people just went viral out of nowhere, living their lives, and probably went on a show or was clout chasing, not necessarily doing content. So he has to look out for his best interest. Everybody somewhat has a hand in his potential pockets. His ex, shit, his mama might start going in on him and shit like that. Everybody looking for clout now. You gotta give people time to adjust. Why are you asking for bank statements and all the kinds of shit? Y'all pocket watching. Y'all wouldn't shut the fuck up about the whole 100K. Y'all wouldn't shut the fuck up about 100K. Every day, 100K, 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 100. Nigga, that shit probably gone. Damn. Annoying. Now he looks dumb. He's making MTR look dumb, and then now MTR done clicked up with Duke and Don. What's going on, Larry? What's going on, Bronze? I told y'all I was right. Y'all gonna, man, look, y'all gonna appreciate me one day. You know, y'all hit the like button, support the show. That's the least y'all can do. Shit, share the show, support the show. I got it from here. I got y'all. If this don't build y'all trust, I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. You know. Everything I said was true. People are like, hey, you know, don't jump out the window. You know, I had people telling me that, and then I had honest people telling me that also, and I get it. But I looked at it like, look, I know what I'm talking about. I've been here for a long time. I done seen them come and go. I done made them. I done brought way too many people into this space. I done made some of y'all favorite content creators. I done seen them come and go and got disrespected by them out the window. You dig what I'm saying? Be nice to the people on the way up, because them the same people that you got fuck with on the way down. I drop gems. Y'all can choose to listen. All right, let's get it. Shout outs to Kites.
Correct, MTR. Like if I wanted someone to do a facial,
They did a really good job getting the information out. That's why I look to them for the real information before everybody else. That's why I didn't even finish the MTR interview. Anyway,
go to a licensed esthetician.
Right.
But before I get her services, I'm gonna verify that she does have an active license in that state.
Okay, so
all right. Shout outs to JR. You said KS was the most calculating, one of the most calculating dudes in the entire history of the space. MTR is a yuppie, young type audience. TLA has more of a professional middle class. I think MTR got more of a mixed suburb audience, and he has to cater to them because the Manosphere is fucking his shit up right now. He's still a guest here. Kevin Samuels was officially supposed to bring him into the space. So people keep asking me the dumbass question, Kuda, how did you get introduced to this space? It's like I've been here since 2003. When I got into the Manosphere, I've seen all of y'all coming. When I got to the Manosphere, I was here in 2003. This shit was on MSN and AOL message boards and stuff like that. I've been in the Manosphere since 2003. I just didn't really start creating content until like 5-6 years ago. I've been here for a long time, but I've been in other spaces. I've been doing pickup. I've been doing, I've been in all the spaces doing other different things. I've been out here, man. I've been doing this shit. I remember when the Red Pill first happened. I was around with the Barbarossa, Stardust. I was around before Manosphere 1.0, Ask Kwasi, Thug Titian. I was around before all them dudes. I just wasn't doing content. I was a kid. So I said, let me listen, let me stick around, let me see what's going on. So by the time I came into space, I already knew what the space needed. But y'all are fucked. Y'all don't gotta listen to me. Y'all are fucked, I did my due diligence. I've been putting in work. So listen. Shout outs to AKA. What's going on? I was just mentioning you. I gave you guys a shout out. You said the plot gets worse. What got worse, AKA? I can drop the link if you guys would like to come up. I appreciate you guys and the work that you guys put in. I always gave you guys a shout out because you guys had the more thorough, straight up interview, grassroots interview. And I like that he gave y'all the real game instead of everybody else. See, and it goes back to what I've been saying the whole time. He got a reason to lie to MTR because the undertones are there. Kites and his wife absolutely interviewed the guy from a position of genuinely trying to get to know him and what's going on in his life. There was no undertone. Hey, I'm trying to put you at the top of the manosphere. Hey, I want to go 100% and teach you how to be a streamer. And you can say you came in through me. Because people are asking me this goofball question, Kuda, how'd you get in this space? I came in under Black Ram. Yeah, you can't say shit about that. I came in under Black Ram. Yeah, but that's the thing, AKA. This is the thing. And this is what we've been talking about the past couple of shows. They're trying to railroad him to the top of the manosphere. So the X is coming out. Dudes ain't really tripping on it because the manosphere needs a new misogyny mascot. You understand what I'm saying? So the women exposing him is kind of like icing on the cake. You dig? What's going around? Oop, my bad, y'all. Yo, what's going on? So we're Siege. Shout out to Debo W in the building. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. Support the show. They need the manosphere for some weird reason needs a new misogyny mascot. And the problem with the space is that when Kevin Samuels died, he was the mascot. And now when MTR jumped out the window, because nobody's talking about it. Now when MTR jumped out the window, O'Shea, a couple of other people jumped out the window. And the funny part is that back in the day, a guy like this could never come into manosphere space because guess what? Guys were running around Pookie and Ray Ray shaming. So the manosphere has identity issues. The manosphere has identity issues that's not yet rectified. We have identity, not we, but the space that I'm in, I know it has identity issues. One year dudes want to be Pookie, one year dudes want to be Ray Ray, and then one year dudes want to be Educated Lanes. But the fact still remains that they want Pookie and Ray Ray's girl. These dudes are supposedly nice guys, and they're dating females with tattoos on their knuckles. Something don't sit right. So Aaron's gonna be okay, even if a whole bunch of exes come out the woodworks, because he proves a lot of the manosphere talking points, the type of women that the type of man that women date. These dudes, see, I'm gonna give y'all the game. This is the problem with the manosphere. The manosphere is doing too much tea and gossiping the manosphere is doing much tea and gossiping content. See, if I do tea and gossip content, I make it funny, but I give you the game behind it. I give you the male element behind it. I will talk about certain things and then I'll be like, all right, this is the game you got to get out of it. Yo, fellas, this is when you get some type of fame, this is what your exes and stuff gonna be doing. This is how you got to play the game. This is what you need to be doing. They're gonna lie to you. They're gonna try to, you understand what I'm saying? When you go viral, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. I give y'all the game behind it. As a man, you will never, ever, 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 maybe a handful of guys, but you will never, ever, ever to be able to beat women in tea gossiping content. I don't know. That's another part that comes in with giving y'all the game on the gear and giving y'all the game about the entertainment business. I don't know what possessed men to think that they should, I mean, obviously money, but they should throw away their righteous content to grift into doing tea stuff. And that's what Fantastic is doing. That's what a lot of people around here is doing. That's like, oh, well, you need to start doing tea content, Kuda. I'm like, well, no, I cover the same topics, but in a real way. It'll come back around. I'll wait for it. Fuck it. Because I truly stood on what I stood on. I'm not a guest in this space. So I don't know why these dudes think they can deal with women on tea gossip content. But this is the caveat for the tea gossip content. Women don't deliver that content righteously. They'll have all the tea, but they'll be like, okay, so what's his punishment? Well, I'm gonna tell you some real shit that the maybe the black pill probably got right, even though they're wrong. I'm gonna give you the game. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. Support the show. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to give you the game. I'm gonna say something y'all never thought of. I'm gonna give you the game. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm gonna give you the game as to why this ain't gonna go the way people think it is gonna go. Fuck it, you don't gotta put a 1 in the chat. I'm gonna give you the game. Pookie is unpunishable. Pookie is unpunishable. See the thing about it is taking something away from the black man. Pookie is unpunishable. Let's say if you were a square ass nigga and you worked your way up and you were the nice guy and you got yourself a bag and you wanted to get some money and you wasn't fully locked in. You got yourself a bag. What's going on, Mood Music? You got yourself a bag. You done worked hard. You done went to school. You done did everything. You got yourself a bag. They wanted to hit you where it hurts. Because guess what? If you were a good guy and you worked your way up and you had standards, because as a man, you're not supposed to have standards. That's new territory for women. Standards imply that women are on the other side of rejection to a certain degree. Standards imply that, it's not a cakewalk for all women. See, that's where the black pill got it wrong. See, when we introduce the word hypergamy to the space, a lot of guys don't understand women at all. To say that a woman gets the right guy every time she dates, that's not true. Women will listen to that shit and be like, oof, nigga, y'all must really think highly of us. I mean, we want y'all to think highly of us, but the reality of it is that when we date, we don't always get the guys that we want, even if it is a pookie. Have you ever thought that even a certain type of pookie, y'all sit up here and do all of these goddamn number crunching and stuff like that? Only 30% of guys get the bigger percent of women. Don't you think pookies ain't available for certain women also? Why you think when Kevin Samuels was running around, I was promoting the average value men? Because people were overlooking the blue-collar workers. Don't nobody give a fuck about a plumber or want to date a plumber or be around a plumber until that toilet don't flush right. Don't nobody give a damn about the electrician until the lights go out. Don't nobody give a fuck about a mechanic until your car start knocking. That's the American way. That's the American way. You don't see broads walking around watching a nigga up on the power pole going live and saluting him. Thank you for keeping the electricity on. When you come down from off that goddamn ladder, I got some lemonade waiting for you. And y'all niggas go after women that got tattoos on their knuckles. Y'all don't go after the women that dated the blue collar worker. You got women out here that's like, oh, my father was a plumber. I know they make money. Yeah, my father was the guy hanging off the end of that trash truck. He made a good amount of money, so I'm not judging you on what you do. You know? Yeah, that's the type of stuff. Oh, you're just like my dad. My father's into that. My father fixed cars. See, so if you were the mediocre tutorials and review type that had a square job, or what's going on, War Master? Shout out to War Master in the building. If you wasn't a pookie and women did this to you, they really took away your livelihood. Now, I'm not saying that Aaron need to go get a bag about the street, but if it come down to it, he know how to do it. And I don't even know why y'all on here talking shit about scammers and all kinds of shit when women say 1 billion times on podcasts, clear as day, they look dead into the camera, not lying, not joking. This is not a parody. This is not a drill. I rather a scammer. Women have no problem dating scammers. Women today will come out on the internet and say, if you don't got 5 bodies, don't even think about talking to me. They will lay up with killers. And unfortunately, you quote unquote good guys, these are the same women y'all want to lay up with. Some square dude got Asian doll on his fucking a poster on his wall or a background on his phone. Some square dude got Glorilla on his playlist in the background on his phone. Yes. So y'all lied to us with even the type of women that y'all claim that y'all want. Y'all wasn't righteous. And you can righteously want a thotty, but like, come on, like, let's not play. Women are the big. Come on, man. Come on, War Master, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. If you don't honk that truck horn and scare the shit out of somebody, come on, man. I couldn't be a trucker. I will maliciously use my horn. Anyway, what's going on, Soul? You said I try to feel bad for women, but I kept on realizing it's the same type of women that kept choosing Pookie halfway and wondered. But see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing that y'all not talking about. See, being a plumber is a career. Being a Pookie is an edge. He was better off leading saying, yo, I kind of, do a little off-ball shit, but I'm a good guy at heart. So I might need a woman that could change me. And all them bitches would have not popped their balloon. Yeah, I'd be fired. I'd get all kinds of complaints. Nigga, it'll be a new rule called the Cooters rule. Maliciously using, you said, hey, Cooter, I was on the 100K. No, but you were righteously, you had concern, Anti. You had concern. These people were pocket watching. These people were pocket watching that 100K. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, though. I'm gonna tell you the truth. He kind of, he was flexing, but it's not like the guys were dating him. I don't know why the guys were so wrapped up on the 100K. If you were a lady, I can see why you would be. But the guys, it was the guys that was getting weird about the 100K. It was the men getting weird about the GoFundMe. I played y'all the video with Yanni. She's attracted to a guy like that. Aaron could date a woman in corporate, and she will be okay that he couch surfs and he's in the streets. Women like guys like this. Sadly, some women want guys that they can control. I've been giving y'all this game for a long time. I'll break down why women want guys that they control. Because they're wrong for that, but then again, they're not wrong. I don't blame them. Like, I understand female nature down to a T. I get it. I know why they do what they do. I understand psychology. But there's a difference between regular psychology and female psychology. If you understand emotional intelligence and you understand emotional psychology, it'll make sense. Why would a woman want to control her relationship? Because first of all, who doesn't want to be in control? And second of all, what y'all don't understand is that the first couple of guys that a woman sleeps with in her life sets her sexual bar. It sets what she what she respects. It sets the type of guys that she goes after. It sets a certain type of bar. There's a book that I read, and I rebought this book so many times I need to finish reading it, that I knew this before, but it solidified some of the stuff that I was talking about. Y'all niggas want to talk about body count and all this other stuff and don't even know what the hell y'all talking about, aside from microcamerism. But I'm gonna tell y'all some truth. I'm gonna tell y'all some truth behind this shit. When a woman gets to about the third or the second guy that she sleeps with, she's done been and talked to so many little boys that has promised her certain things that she wants to be more in control of the situation, especially if she's letting guys in between her legs to a certain degree. I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. This is not where I lose people's spawn. This is where you should be soaking up this game. This is where you should be soaking up this game. I shit test y'all all the time by giving y'all some really on point, wild concepts that are absolutely true, seeing if y'all gonna soak up this game or complain. Y'all need to be soaking up this game. When women get about to that second, third to fourth, depending on how it goes, they start realizing that, okay, boys want these cookies, so I need to do certain things to ensure that I'm getting a certain level of compliance or a certain level of cooperation from men before I do certain things. Okay? They gotta get not compliance, commitment. Let me tell y'all what girls used to do back in the day. They would ask boys right before they sleep with them, their last minute resistance, right before they sleep with them, if we do this, you're gonna be my boyfriend. Are you gonna be my boyfriend? I want you to be my boyfriend. They will shit test dudes like that they know that's not going to be their boyfriend, but they want to see how far a nigga will go out of his way to lie to go get some pussy. And they know this. They know this. This is a piece of the criteria that they use when they dating. When you make a fool out of yourself and you talk yourself out of pussy and all this other goofball shit that y'all be doing on dates or dealing with women and stuff like that, it reassures them. They do things to reassure this. They gauge and judge dudes. How far are you willing to lie or do shit to get? They know why you there. It's you niggas that are dumb. You trying to get something. They take this shit with them into their adulthood. Let me see what this nigga gonna do for some sex. Let me see how this nigga gonna act. I'm gonna give him an attitude, and let me see if he's gonna check me on that, or is he gonna let it slide because he just wants to lead me to the bedroom. They do this to y'all all the fucking time, and y'all don't even know, and y'all wondering where y'all problems stem from. Y'all niggas talking too much. That's why y'all don't know shit. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Soak up this game. I'm giving y'all some real shit. You want to know why women do this? Because they already know who they gonna let fuck. I keep telling y'all, I gave y'all the game. I remember one time I was a big ass player. Oh man, listen. I had a date earlier that day, so I was around a girl that I already wanted, got the number. I ejected early from that date and dated another baddie later on that night. And we went out, had drinks and everything, and I got her back to my crib. And I ain't gonna lie, it didn't sit right with me. I thought I was on some player shit. Because I usually, you know, everything I check off my list, it works, right? Then when I saw her drawers was matching, I said, wait, hold on. And I texted her too, like a day or two later. I was like, you already knew you was gonna fuck me. She was like, yep. And I said, God damn. Touche. I said, either you wanted to test out your Victoria's Secret collection or you already knew you was gonna fuck me. She said, I knew I was gonna fuck you. I said, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Tail tuck. Oh, all right. Maybe I'm not a player. I mean, I am, but maybe I'm not the one that I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? One of them shits. It humbled me. And this wasn't the first time I dealt with a woman that was going to do that. But this particular time, I thought, oh, man, you couldn't tell me shit. So y'all can sit up here and be acting stupid and dumb and naive with women all fucking day and not know shit, nigga. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not one of them Manosphere dudes that be hating on women and shit like that. I understand what it's for. I love women. Women are shit. Y'all niggas up here trying to get the game on how to date women with tattoos on their knuckles. That's my next book, How to Date a Bad Girl. Pick it up if you want it. I might give it away for free. But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, man. I'm giving y'all this good game, all right? So I see why women would do T content. Y'all niggas be regurgitating all these Manosphere talking points, and it seems y'all don't understand shit. So let me get y'all hip on the talking points y'all like to hear 24/7, but don't fucking understand. You know when somebody in the red pill or the Manosphere say men build a house, women just move in? And if you get the right woman, she'll make that house a home. Well, guess what? The Manosphere built the house. And guess who moved in that internet house? Women. And guess what type of content they're doing? Gossip. So why do you think that you could have ever competed with them? Only a handful of y'all can compete with them. It is not like you delivering other information. It don't stand out. Because you'll have real guys like myself saying, okay, why does a nigga need to know all of this shit? Are you trying to date them? What's the whole point of finding out how much this nigga makes? What you try to do is taxes? And I get even more of a trip out of this shit because guess what? I'm studying to be a bookkeeper right now, and it's funny as hell. Like, what nigga? What you need his taxes for? What he on QuickBooks? You trying to reconcile his? Nigga, what we doing reconciliations around this bit? Nigga, you don't need no job application to be in a damn Manosphere. Why are you asking this shit? What, you want to see if he's a pookie? We know he has a street background. Look at him. And then that prompts me to ask, why are you guys so acting like you're so elite? Like there's clean guys running around here. You don't get out the game unscathed, baby. You're going to be fucked up. The name of the game is to try to be less fucked up. You want to end up like Mayweather, not Ali. God damn it. You want to end up like Mayweather, not Ali. Niggas don't even know what the plan is now. You want to be a gossip girl. Why you think I start saying the Manosphere is a soap opera for y'all niggas now and using Stefano thumbnails and shit? A lot of y'all never watched General Hospital or Days of Our Lives and it shows. How the fuck you go your whole life not paying attention, but you won't get on the internet and learn about bitches? Looking for a wife here every day, but claim to not want a wife. Shit be throwing me. Y'all niggas throwing me off, man. You should have known women are going to take over anything that starts with the word social on it. When I kept telling you that men on average say 10,000 words a day versus a woman's 30,000 to 40,000 words a day. You should know women go all the way around the world 1 billion times before they land one point, which is us as men. We try to get to the point as soon as possible. So you should have known they were going to take over social media and content. That's why I didn't fully grift. And you don't see me on panels with women SBEing to them because they already fucking know. Women are more red pilled than y'all. God damn it. Women have more of a red pill backbone than y'all. This is why y'all are here to learn the red pill. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Some of y'all need y'all red pill cards revoked. Turn in your key card. Turn in your key card. Shout outs to War Master dropping the huge $20 on the Cash App as always, supporting the show. War Master dropping the big 20 on the reparations. War Master said, "I'm complaining because Kuda doesn't play Xbox, man. I'm about to get back into the Xbox. I'm tired of these niggas, War Master. I'm super tired."
More. Wendy?
Thanks, Chuck. We're standing here in front of the Olympic Liquor Store in Queens where scores of African Americans have been lined up for hours. We spoke to a few of them earlier. Ladies, may we get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Shout outs to War Master. You know? Shout outs to AKA. I know. I look, and I don't mean to even be talking like this, but I gotta get in. I equally get in everyone's ass, even my own ass. I get in my own ass too. Pause. But what I'm saying is that like women understand. Like dudes don't. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all don't be giving them the credit, man. And if y'all do give women credit, y'all overgive them credit. You know, dudes don't understand. They just butchered all the shit that we've put out there. Like real genuine guys like myself, it was righteous and then it got butchered. So now you have a whole bunch of people using talking points and words, and they don't know the nomenclature. They don't know why dudes put it out there. They have no idea. They have no idea. So the thing is, with this plumber guy, his exes outing him, it don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? His exes outing him, that don't mean a goddamn thing. I've even heard somewhere he was a pimp and all this other shit. I chuckled at that. I kind of laughed at that. I was like, he was a pimp for real. I'm like, y'all niggas would just call anybody a pimp. Y'all niggas are running around here in the Manosphere promoting tricking and spending money on prostitutes, not knowing that when your ass get hit in a sting or they pick your goofball ass up, you're gonna get a sex trafficking charge also. Because if the bitch that you fucking with lies and try to act like she doesn't know you, and you got to sit up there and admit that you and you got to sit up here and admit that you was buying pussy and shit like that, your lawyer can't help you. So the cop can be dirty. You already caught in the red. The cop could be dirty and be like, oh, so you're a pimp. Okay. Well, if you don't tell us what the hell you're doing here at this Ramada, hey, you going down for sex trafficking charges. All right. So be in there be in jail with Big Dick Nate and goddamn Nasty Nate and Fleece Johnson in jail playing around buying pussy. At least I'm telling y'all to be a player with your shit, or be smooth, or have a little bit of game. Y'all sitting up here throwing me under the bus for years on end, not realizing that I'm at least telling you to go do something legal. I'm not telling you to manipulate nobody. I'm not telling you to run game on nobody. I'm not telling you none of that shit. Nigga up here arguing with me, talking about some cooter. You trying to run game, and you think your square ass ain't trying to run game, trying to buy some pussy. And that's the fucked up part. Y'all niggas y'all fucking up buying pussy. Man, y'all niggas trying to run game buying pussy. It's like, and the bitch charging you more. Choose one, nigga. You gonna seduce me, or you gonna pay. Running around here getting mad at me and shit like that. Player hating. Cause you got played with a bitch that got tattoos on her knuckles. You got seduced and reduced by somebody that got tattoos on their knuckles. Sitting up here believing society. Society didn't tell you to think that she was under you, dumbass. At least I'm telling your ass to do something legal. They can tell you to go buy some pussy, and then when you go buy some pussy and get caught up, now all of a sudden they doing videos on you. Anyway, give me a second. I blew a head gasket. Y'all support the show. Let's get it. Shout out. Doing the Lord's work.
You see what
that MTR, you happy now? I don't know why he would do that when somebody can just throw a fucking card on here and a whole bunch of people looked them up and found them. So I don't know where the hell accountability was looking at. She had this, she was sipping the wrong tea. No, this Earl Grey, baby. This Earl Grey, baby. You gotta pair this with a cigar. This Earl Grey. So this one little card took all of MTR's credibility away. Hey, man.
Yes.
And that's sad. Shout outs to Kites. That's sad when you have a couple that has nothing to do with Manosphere shit be more thorough than people that you're trying to that are trying to recruit people into the space.
Journeyman license.
Journeyman. Hello.
What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Kites here with my lovely wife. It's just Alex.
What's up, people?
And we are also here once again with the legendary Weapon X, aka Aaron.
Hey, you just did me a favor by tapping in, man. We doing a reaction video, and we're gonna clear up all the allegations once again, man. Let's get to it.
Yes, sir. So to give you guys context, MTR did an interview with my boy Aaron, and Album Preach had also dropped some stuff that MTR kind of backed out from, and now MTR feels like he's been scammed. The sad reality is they did not give him the benefit of the doubt to provide evidence for what they were claiming. So Aaron's gonna this video, and whatever legally he can disprove, he gonna disprove right now, right?
And but I'm gonna say this much: please do not have selective hearing. Listen closely and make your analysis based on that.
Right. So we're gonna jump right into it. Also, I already know before we even do this, there's gonna be 50, 60, 70 of you in the comments screaming about, where's the X? Talk to the X. Why is the X not here? Listen, Aaron has already initiated that he would be down to do a one-on-one interview with us moderating it with her. We have reached out to her. We're giving her the appropriate space because at the end of the day, we don't.
But see, that's the thing, Aaron. I said Aaron, my bad. That's the thing, Larry. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at another screen. Shout outs to AKA Reacts. Shout outs to AKA Reactions. Thank you so much. We're gonna go over that a little bit later. We're gonna touch on this for a good minute, and we're gonna go over that a little bit later. The Celebrity Podcast. I'm gonna check that out. Thank you so much. Mike, we're gonna come back later on tonight and go over. Well, later on this morning for you guys, and go over it. It proves he's a plumber, but the thing is why should we care if he got fired or not? Why should we care? Just as much as why should we care about what his exes are saying? His life got altered either way. That's why I didn't judge him while he was in the club. We're not the only group of people that know about him. If a local club is gonna pay me to do a walkthrough, hell yeah, nigga, boy, I'm about to be in there popping all kinds of bottles with Rick Ross. Hell yeah, got me fucked up. Square people go party with Rick Ross. Now let's watch the rest of this and see if he explains it, because he can't tell y'all or go into details, because guess what? Then he'll be doxing somebody else. And he's not scamming black men out of money. I think women donated to him more than men. Truth be told. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. The Manosphere didn't donate to him. The Manosphere did not donate to him. I don't know everything, but I know that. The Manosphere did not donate to him. The Manosphere donated to MTR before they'd even think about donating to him. The Manosphere was skeptical of him. So let's go. Let's get it.
Don't want to force somebody to do something they don't want to do. So Aaron has reached out. We have reached out. If the ex wants to do her interview, we will give her the respected space to do so. But do not spam it in here. We already got that covered. We already got y'all. But anyway, that's enough talking. We're going to jump straight into it. So this is the MTR. He dropped a video called The Balloon Guy Lied to Me. So let's find out. Let's look at it.
A serious update. In the story regarding the Pop the Balloon guy, after I asked him to provide receipts to prove that he
like I said on the last show, Aaron was right to say, listen, man, y'all slow down. Too many people's asking shit of me. Let me talk to my lawyer before I say anything else. I've already been on these shows, and I got to see what's going to be the result of being on these shows. You know what I'm saying? Giving up my information. And y'all are not good at picking up on stuff. Obviously, the guy was doing good. He has a Tesla. He had a Tesla. Let me tell you something. If you making money, your seats are white. His seats were white. I know some of y'all ain't car guys, but the nigga has a Tesla. It's not like the Brandon Jamal guy where he could be like, oh, that's probably a V6 Camaro, a V6 Challenger or something like that. The man has a Tesla. No, American Negro. Come on, y'all. Now y'all playing. Shout out to American Negro. What's going on, Shannon? Now y'all playing. Niggas ain't running around here in Teslas. So now I know y'all on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the man got the Cybertruck, but he has a Tesla. When you buy a Tesla, you know exactly what the hell you're getting. That's a you did it on purpose. You understand what I'm saying? That's a particular car. So he came in the game with a Tesla. So obviously the man was doing good. No, they don't got Teslas in the hood like that now. The hood niggas ain't driving no damn Teslas like that. The only Teslas you probably see in the hood is the Cybertruck, and that's the rapper car. Nah, he got the Tesla. He got I forgot what model he got. All right, let's go.
He lost his job. He got mad at me, and I'm going to show you that. Before that, let's get into his GoFundMe. Now, mind you, this GoFundMe is how I came across this story. The Pop the Balloon story is something that happened a couple of weeks ago. What made it viral was him informing people on his Instagram, him uploading this GoFundMe, saying that he was fired from his workplace because of 500 people called in because they were mad at the results of the show. They were mad at...
But see, this is the thing, AKA. This is my thing. When you blow up and shit like that, you can't be giving your information out to everybody because you got people that's doing worse than you judging you. That's just a part of the game. That's just a part of the game. You got lowlifes trying to figure you out. Everybody don't have a Tesla, Tampa. I'm a car guy. Y'all not telling some, bro. Teslas are not common. They seem common to y'all because y'all stay on the internet and watch shows every day. And a lot of the influencers and people that you have Teslas. Tesla is not a common car. It's not. They're not. Teslas are still a designer car. It's not a common car. I'm a car guy. I know these things. It's not a common car. Like every other 200, 300 cars, you'll see one Tesla. Or you might see a couple of Teslas. It might be a concentration. If you downtown, obviously you're going to see some Teslas. But come on, man. Yeah, it's probably common in Georgia. Yeah, I mean, but Georgia's like the black mecca. I'm from PG, where black people... Some of the most more wealthy black people have money. It's not a common car. Niggas don't even believe in electric vehicles. Y'all not fooling me, bro. Niggas don't even believe in electric vehicles. What's going on, Sister George? Niggas don't even believe in electric vehicles. Y'all got to get off the internet for a little bit, man. All right, let's go.
At his demeanor on the show. You can see right here, right in the GoFundMe, it says, I was fired from work today due to these videos. Today was honestly the first time that I cried in a while. Getting my license in plumbing was the biggest life accomplishment. It took years of hard work, studying, and praying. And then he also added some things in here about who he provides free plumbing services to.
You wanna know why, nigga? You wanna know why I know Teslas ain't in the hood as much as y'all claim? They would have been getting stolen. Niggas are worried about stealing scat packs and shit like that. Ain't nobody worried about no fucking Tesla. Nigga, Teslas are like baby mama vehicles in the hood. Like, come on, man, stop.
And then he goes to say what he's gonna do.
Niggas will buy their baby mama a Tesla because they're getting tired of her asking for gas money. Come on, man.
funds. He's saying humanitarian work, and then maybe he wants to become a content creator because now his ability to work is compromised. After I got wind of this, I did an initial reaction to it.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Play with me,
when
man.
I say my ability to work has been compromised, it certainly has been compromised due to people delving into my life history. You know, what I did in the past so deep.
We in a fucking
this situation has went global.
And inflation is at an all-time high. Niggas ain't riding Tesla.
And let me repeat that again. Global. People from all over different countries have seen this, right? You guys have been.
You see a nigga with a Tesla, look for an Enterprise sticker or some shit like that. And they barely give out Teslas to regular niggas, man.
And looking into my background. Now, a company hiring me.
Yeah, like you, like American Negro, like you, nigga. You need a jailbroken iPad to steal Teslas and shit like that, nigga. You need scammer equipment. You need like a punch made dev iPad to steal a fucking Tesla. Like, people stop playing, man.
Is what you fail to understand is can be the make or break of a company. You guys are painting me out to be this violent man, this narcissist, this sociopath, all these things, right? If a company did hire me, their whole company can go straight to shit because they hired somebody that, you know, society does not approve of. Now, can we continue on?
Yes, sir.
Just on the basic premise of, was his behavior on the show indicative of them getting fired? But again, I would have not known about this.
But Larry, you're missing the point. Niggas don't believe in electric vehicles. A nigga will take that 20K and go get a scat pack. Niggas ain't stealing Teslas. That's a big ass GPS. You can't even steal Teslas for parts.
Unless he told people and convinced us all.
I would take that 20K and get a scat pack. Shit.
That he got fired. But because, and I've said this multiple times before on multiple different videos, including the live streams that I did, because he has not showed hard receipts or proof of being fired, I never told anybody to go and donate to the young brother. So I tried to reach out to this brother because I wanted to receive proof of that he was let go and the reason that he was let go. And because he was unable to reach out to me in the time that I reached out to him, I'm not going to leave a link to this in the description, but you guys saw his Instagram handle. If you want to go over there, take a look at his page and support him.
Y'all, I'm telling y'all, as content creators, y'all got to wait till information comes out, because you can really look crazy as hell out here in these YouTube streets. I'm being dead ass, man.
It's 100% on you. It's just for me personally, in order to be able to link and to promote a GoFundMe, I have to see hard proof. I for damn sure don't want to be on the receiving end of another brickface incident, a person lying. I'm not saying that he's a liar, but I like to do further due diligence in the research before I put my stamp of approval on something. But I hope he gets back to me soon. I'd love to be able to have an interview with him, you know, so we can get additional context into what kind of happened maybe before or after the show. Okay.
So hearing that, do you think that's a fair thing for him to say about donating? If he's going to donate to a cause, he wants to, you know, make sure it's legit and all that?
Yes, I believe, you know, what he said is fair thus far.
Okay, gotcha.
Which kind of went into his particular response. What I did do is, in an attempt to humanize him and to find out more about his stories, I did a 5-hour live stream with him to donate. Also, too, and because I said this in one of my videos, but what proof do you have that you were actually let go? And I'm asking because we've been scammed in the past. There's been people in the past that have brickface. I just keep talking about her. Set up GoFundMe, and she's allegedly a liar. She's right. She's facing a felony count for lying right now. Do you have any proof to demonstrate fired?
Yes. Now I will have some. Give me a few more days. What's today? Friday? Yeah, give me a few days sometime next week, because we are negotiating.
With GoFundMe?
And then I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like they worried about the money that he's gonna potentially receive. Why are you worried about that when you're making money already? And then another thing too is his place of work knows that he's becoming famous, and if he plays this right, has the potential to make more money than they would ever pay him. So his boss and whoever his management team is like, hey, look, don't dox me. Don't put my name out there. Don't put me on blast. Don't have these people calling my shit. Don't, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if your ex is putting you on blast. She's bitter anyway. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to listen to the game that I'm giving y'all. You just got to be careful who you laying down with. All kinds of bitches gonna come out the cut. All kinds of bitches gonna come out the cut. You looked at a bitch at Starbucks yesterday. She gonna come out there. I think he assaulted me too, y'all. I think he assaulted me too, y'all. Some old lady at Starbucks gonna come out the cut. I gave him his receipt yesterday, y'all. He broke. He only bought a Frappuccino. Shit.
Oh, negotiating with the workplace.
No. Yes. Negotiations are being made because
now,
they see the social media.
Press pause here? Yes, sir. Now, like I told this man, okay, we are negotiating severance pay. Okay, if you know anything about severance pay, there are contracts, there are things that I would have to abide by in order for me to get a lump sum of money. Now, okay.
And that's the thing. Let me tell y'all something, because y'all, a lot of people in the audience, shout out to my audience. I got one of the smartest audience in the world. So does Kites. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. A lot of y'all in the audience, y'all mismanaged this situation also. I gotta say that. A lot of y'all in the audience, y'all mismanaged this situation also, because y'all are supposed to be the squares that's doing right in life and the elaborate corporate people also. You should have known that there was a protocol that he would have to take just delving out information like that. You should have known there was a protocol that he would have to take. You want to know why the exes lose credibility even if they're saying some truth? Because they're just dishing it out. And not righteously. They would dish it out because they don't like him, while you're still deciding if you like him or not, or want to call him a scammer. That's the world we live in. If you were a plumber, or if you had a blue-collar job, or had any type of job that got any type of status and prominence, you should have known that he couldn't just jump out the window as much as the exes. You should have already known that his information will come out way slower than some angry bitch that ain't got shit to lose. Jesus Christ, man.
I mean, I will be in dire need of this money if I'm unable to plumb. The man wants me to put out these documents. Let me consult an attorney first.
Okay.
I'm not going to put out this document and you already showing me you're not trustworthy, because look how you turned your back on me in 24 hours.
And then, you know, if y'all ever dealt with lawyers, you know them niggas take like a week to get back to you and shit like that. And you asking them, yo, can I tell them where I got fired from yet? Them niggas are like, yeah. That'll be $10,000. I mean, sign this DocuSign. We're gonna email you a DocuSign document. You just sign this DocuSign. No, I was asking you, should I tell them? No, sign this DocuSign. Okay, nigga, goddamn, y'all can forge it. Like, what the hell? Okay, all right.
He was upset that I was unable to give him this documentation without consulting an attorney in a timely fashion.
Shout outs to AKA. I appreciate you because you guys did very thorough work. I'm a fan of thorough work. You guys stood on business. You guys stood on business, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad you guys definitely have done this, because honestly, that's what the Manosphere is for. It's supposed to clear black men's names that's going through some shit like this. And you guys stood on more business than the quote-unquote Manosphere. The Manosphere didn't do expose content. Not on men. And let me tell you the truth. If the Manosphere gave a man that was scamming the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to tell you the truth. There's a protocol to that, because think about what I'm about to tell y'all. The same thing I told y'all with Dr. Umar. I'd rather get scammed by Dr. Umar. If I'm quote-unquote pro-black and I'm spending money with black people, when I get scammed, I'd rather you find me spending money with a nigga to get scammed. I'd rather you expose me and say, see, that's what you get, Kuda. You gave a black man the benefit of the doubt. Because I can come back and say, well, listen, yes, I did get scammed, but guess what? At least my heart is in the right place. At least I got fucked up sticking by what the hell I was supposed to do. I say, if there's a black man that needs something to start something righteous, I'm going to give my money to that. And when I got scammed or some shit happened to me, you found me doing what the hell I said I was going to do. So I would rather a whole bunch of Manosphere niggas running around here saying, yo, we got fucked over helping a black man, because guess what? That's what we supposed to do. I don't give a damn if I was an alligator and I doubled down on it. When you found me getting scammed, I don't give a fuck if you do a live stream and laugh at me. Guess what? That's what the fuck I was supposed to do. I can see why MTR will go after a Rhoda Osmond and all this other shit and blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to tell you the truth. I would rather get scammed giving my money to a black man. I would. Cause now it's on some let go and let God shit. It's like, well, hey God, look, I did what I need to do. Now it's up to divine timing. What's going on, XL Pro? Right, Sister George. See, people ain't stand on business.
That he would like.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. MTR clicked up with all the
media attention, and they are frightened. So
okay.
That's all I can say is say that much.
Okay, well, when you get that update, let me know, and I'll do everything in my power to make sure that my audience knows as well.
This nigga MTR wants him to report to him like he's his lawyer, his employer, or he's his union rep. Like what?
As well as within the GoFundMe, I think you can update it and you can show other pictures or proof or something like that. But I know that that's a concern for folks as well. What I've come to find out is that there were so many lies told to me.
With the update.
I appreciate
I don't know if I'm at liberty to discuss this, legally, but, I don't know if I can say I have shown, some sort of documentation that can be confirmed something is in the works.
Okay. And that's with the alleged company that you're going in that dispute with. Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And because you're saying because you have this open case with them, there's things you can't say because is there like a repercussion they will put on you for saying?
I'm saying I have a contract, okay? I don't know all of I'm not an expert at law.
Okay.
So I need to go to an expert at law so I'm not getting sued for putting up some type of documentation, trying to, prove myself to anything or anything of that nature. They don't care about any consequences I'm going to face. All they're caring about is creating content for their platform. His main concern was, people are disapproving of what I said now, and people don't like this and that. Not, who cares if he gets sued and lose everything he has?
There you go. He knew he couldn't trust a lot of the guys that was trying to put him at the top of the Manosphere. There you go. Nah, Devin D, he doesn't remind me of who I couldn't be. I don't want to be a Kevin Samuels or an MTR or whatever. I'm just a homie. Look, Devin D, I'm just here kicking it, giving y'all some game. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if whatever I'm chasing, it's like, yo, I know he cool as hell. I can fuck with him, and I support what he does, and then that's that. I don't want to be no Kevin Samuels. I don't want to be at the top of this stuff and stuff like that. I've been to the ends of the earth with this Manosphere shit. I know where it goes and what it leads and what comes with it and shit like that. I'm not trying to be the king of the weird niggas. There's too many weird niggas here, man. I'm here for the real ones in the space. That's why I said I just need my faithful 300. I don't care about all that other goofball shit. Niggas be deviating off of shit and just getting into the weeds and shit like that and getting into other stuff. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I like I said, I fancy myself more as a player or a guy that's just knowledgeable about certain shit. More so than some Manosphere guy. I'm not trying to be the Manosphere guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be the Manosphere guy. But I do command my respect, though. I do command my respect. I have pioneered and innovated in this space. But I'd rather be the background guy. I'd rather be the producer. I'll probably be a DJ Khaled. I'll take a DJ Khaled. I'll probably yell a couple of times on some tracks, and then I walk my fat ass home. I'd rather be that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one that's gonna. I mean, I will give you a hot 16, but you know what I'm talking about, man. I'm not trying to be the guy. It's because it's whack-a-mole. It's whack-a-mole. And if you want to get let down, serve black people. Oh yeah, if you want the biggest letdown in your life, serve black people. Because white people take care of dating coaches. But them white dating coaches, they get called out all the time, but them niggas still rich. Them niggas still riding Bentley. Them niggas still living their fucking lives. It's the black dating coaches. Y'all be using all the Ron Wills vernacular. Y'all don't even, man. Don't even get me started, man. Black people don't take care of their scholars. When our sister Dr. Frances Cress Welsing passed away, Tariq Nasheed had to pay for her funeral, y'all. Tariq Nasheed had to pay for Dr. Frances Cress Welsing funeral. And she got one of the most famous Hotep books out there, the ISIS Papers. Half y'all didn't even read the ISIS Papers. But get on here every day and talk about what condition the black people are in. Or black people, man. Black people, Lil Boosie and Fulio and everybody else get chains and cars and whips and all kinds of shit. And the black scholars, the people that actually give a fuck about you, they wither away and get fucked over in the game. Y'all niggas haven't even gotten into an uproar. I don't want to hear none of these niggas running around here talking politics and all that goofball shit. Y'all about to sit up here and watch a damn debate and then say all of this educated shit and then turn around and send Cardi B down to the White House. I done seen it all. Don't nobody want to be at the helm of this shit? Y'all niggas don't send Dr. Claude Anderson down there or somebody that's gonna like really, you know what I'm saying? Really do something. Yeah, it's looking like he was exploiting them for content. Yeah, Khalid Muhammad and all these other people, the black people that sat up here, gave y'all the gift of medicine and stuff like that. Y'all niggas done forgot about Dr. Sebi. Y'all just forget about people. Y'all done forgot about Nipsey. Y'all done forgot about Dolph. Oh, man. Wait until the second half of this show airs. Give me a minute.
Who cares? Moving forward, we just want to know.
Okay, so that's what you meant by.
I want to show y'all something.
The facing the consequences is
yes
repercussion from the job.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Because there is an attorney involved.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
Y'all forget about rappers. That's the crazy part. Y'all forget about people that y'all care about. Niggas know all of Young Dolph's lyrics, but they can barely recite I Have a Dream speech. And y'all forgot about Dolph.
All right, let's keep it going.
But this guy had everybody convinced that he got fired, right? Well, in an attempt to continue to support the young brother, I actually talked to him this morning and asked him, when are you going to provide us a receipt? Because I'd love to be able to show. And I think the quicker that you provide receipts, the quicker that GoFundMe, who has locked his account, he is unable to get this money out of his account right now, would open it.
I mean, because, and that's the thing too. Y'all are really demonizing a brother that's really trying to get his life together just as much as his exes. Like, why the fuck? If you a real player or you a real nigga that really done something and shit like that or understand the game, why the fuck would your ex paint you in a good light? I got exes that paint me in a good light, but I damn sure got more. Even though it wasn't nothing bad, I damn sure got a lot that'll paint me in a bad light just cause. So if a brother's really trying to get himself together, he riding Tesla, he getting a little bit of money, he got himself a nice little trade that he learned, he about in the streets and shit like that. Y'all niggas be the first ones trying to banish that nigga back to the shadow realm, which is the streets, more so than the damn broad. What the hell an ex gonna say when you start doing good? Oh, I remember when he was riding in that raggedy ass Honda. I remember when he was in the street. She don't tell the story about how you got her from point A to point B safe. She don't tell the story about how you were making ends meet even though you wasn't doing the best things on the planet. She didn't tell the story about how she enjoyed what was going on. You were her man, right? She had to enjoy some of the shit. And then when she find you, you're on the internet on a balloon show, looking for another girl. You see, y'all don't know shit about women. There's a reason why women hide their exes from you. This is why I love social media, and I got it in my new book. Why I prefer Instagram over them bum ass phone numbers y'all be trying to get. Y'all niggas be trying to get phone numbers. Like, nigga, you might as well ask that bitch for her Morse code. Y'all niggas be asking for phone numbers and shit like y'all know what the hell to say to women and ask women and shit like that. Bitches be giving you all this information and y'all don't even know what to do with this information. Got no line of conversation. I'd rather a girl's Instagram because guess what? I know what you ate last night. I know where you partied yesterday. I know what outfits you like to wear. I know what you like to eat. I know what songs you like to watch. I know if you can dance or not. I know your zodiac sign. I know if you have kids. I know what them kids look like. I know their names. I know where their birthday was. People put all of their information out on fucking the internet. So I already did my homework on you. I know what to ask. I already know how I'm gonna get you in my bed. Damn, girl, you was at Cold Stones. Look, you see, you tripping. Like, they got that Fantasy Cheesecake Island ice cream joint coming out. We need to go there and go get some. Yeah, man, give me your digits, man. We're gonna link up. Let's go do it. I'm out there such and such time and stuff like that. I got you. It's on us. Y'all niggas don't know what the fuck to do. What's going on, Brian? Women hide. I know what your baby daddy looks like. And your last two exes. You want to know why women hide their exes from you? If you don't see her immediate ex or her baby daddy, you want to know why they hide it from you? Because the next guy, they'll be asking shit from him. And a guy with some type of sense will be like, well, that fat nigga you fucked, what was the expectations from him? Oh, my new man gotta have a Bentley. But I just saw you getting out of an Altima. What did the guy in the Altima have? Y'all niggas ain't smart, man. Niggas is definitely not smart. And then another thing too, if a nigga been in the street, you don't think we played any type of game harder than any type of civilian or content creator or somebody that wants something for us? Don't you think if somebody, I'm from the DMV area, if a nigga sends me a new friend request on Facebook and other apps and stuff that I didn't ask for, I think I'm being set up. I don't know where y'all niggas is from. I move with my head on a swivel. If somebody just pops up, nigga, it could be a lo-fi channel or some shit. If somebody pops out of nowhere, I think I'm being set up. I treat it like I'm being set up. Some baddie just start following me and be like, hey. And let's say I respond back or just don't even respond at all. I think I'm being set up. Who sent you? My ex? Where you heard from me? Where you heard of me from? What you know about me? I used to be a rapper. I'm a socialite. I'm a well-known face in my neighborhood. I used to hang out. I had a crew. People know me. So I had to move with my head on a swivel because guess what? I don't know if you know me. Some people will laugh. Not even laugh because I'm not even doing no big wild shit. Some people will be like, some people will know me from some street shit and will see me on the internet and be like, bruh, yo, you done squared up or yo, you want some different shit these days or whatever. They'll tell you I'm the same guy, but I got some people that they seen me in another situation, so they think that's who I am or that's what I am. I got some people that know this version of me. Yo, you still rapping? Yo, I got some beats or something I want to send you. Yo, do you do this? Yo, I need to. Right. What's going on, Devin D? Yeah, nigga ain't made it to his 30s bullshitting. You seen Fulio got taken out on his 26th birthday. Wasn't even supposed to make it past 25. Shit, I'm a nigga. I'm a black man. Nigga, I ain't playing with nobody. I'm not playing with nobody. Nigga, you send me a request, I think I'm being set up. So when MTR is hitting him up with this fake friendship fishing for information, and you talking to a guy that's out the streets that got to look over his shoulder, or at one point, you don't even have to look over your shoulder. At one point in your life, if you did look over your shoulder, it's like, bro, okay, now you my friend, like you hit me up every day, nigga. I don't know you. Why are you asking me for my pay stubs? We out of tax season. Like, are you trying to bookkeep for me, my nigga? Like, I don't know you. You went from not talking to me every day to now all of a sudden talking to me every day. With all due respect, bro, my girl don't even talk to me every day. Why are you, what the hell? Or women that I'm dealing with, you know, like dudes, you got to think like that. Some of y'all don't even talk to your mama every day. Now all of a sudden, some new internet guy that you did an interview with is talking to you every day, and you know, every time he talks to you, it's obvious that he's fishing for information. So when you've ever had to think like that in your life, that does not leave you. So he was right by saying, yo, let me holler at my lawyer before I tell y'all some more shit, because y'all are using me. Yo, you gonna send over your pay stubs? Yeah, nigga, when I get the chance, bro. You good? Like I'm trying to figure out the chaos that's going on in my life right now. You worried about pay stubs. Cynical say, you don't talk to your women every day. I don't listen. I'm not out here for no goddamn woman. I don't got shit. I don't got nobody I'm obligated to tell you the truth. I'm working on some other shit. I got other shit. I'm an empath. I get drained. Sometimes I like to disappear for long periods of time, and it ain't got nothing to do with the people that's closest to me. So I hope they understand this. But I be chilling, man. I just be chilling, man. My day, as soon as I open my eyes, my day goes wherever it goes. I really don't like feeling obligated to everybody. If I don't talk to you every day, I'm sorry. I got shit going on. I'm not the type to talk to everybody every day. I'm a Sigma. I'm independent. I'm an introvert. This damn, other than rapping and talking about shit I'm interested in, this YouTube shit is the most open I've been with like anybody. Y'all know shit about me, people around me don't know. And touche. Like honestly, I'm not the type of person that's in everybody's business. I don't go around asking for handouts. I be just to myself for real. And then I got shit going on. If I was to hit up everybody, I won't be able to study. I'm one of those people that when I do, I'm usually quiet. I'm one of those people that when I do open my mouth, people end up liking me and then want to be around me every day. And to a certain degree, it drains my energy. If I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, even if I like you, it drains my energy. Fucking with certain people, it drains my fucking energy. I be depleted. And then now that I work my ass off here on YouTube and doing other stuff, and now that I'm on here talking to a bunch of people, I really don't have enough energy for a lot of other shit. People here will tell you. I got friends out here too. I will go sit in the club and I'll be in the corner studying with my headphones in a loud ass club. Because I'm used to that environment. I'm a people person. I'm used to being around people and whoop-de-whoop, but I ain't gonna lie, after a while I just want to be alone. And it's not personal, it ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I just be chilling. Now if I have a girlfriend reasonably, yeah, but even my girlfriends will tell you like, you know, sometimes they go off and go do their shit and I go off and go do my shit and we gonna meet up with each other. I can't, you know. Even if you're my girlfriend and I live with you and stuff like that, or I got some other stuff going on, I cannot be in your face every fucking day. I can't. You know? All right, let's get it. It's player talk.
In fact, let's go through the DM conversations right now. So last night, Sunday at 9:02 p.m., he called me out of nowhere. I missed that call. Notifications on my Instagram are obviously off. I only see things when I actually check my Instagram. He called me. I didn't see it. He said, "Damn, bro, that's crazy, man. You got me looking insane now and painted me out the wrong way." And I'm thinking to myself, when I finally saw this, I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean painted you out the wrong way? I've been going above and beyond to let you recount your story. I hold you accountable when you say weird things like tracking the woman in the car or, you know, when you're throwing money in the club.
Let's pause right there.
Okay.
Tracking a woman in the car. That's weird. At first, you know, it was.
I mean, I don't know, UFO Kamikaze. If he's dressed up, if he's dressed up as a Ninja Turtle at Walmart, you know, I ain't gonna lie. Dudes that used to look over their shoulder, when we ready to do some shit we want to do, we'll go and do it and shit like that. Like, if we ready to do some shit that we want to do, I don't give a damn. You can catch me in a fucking Shredder costume. I dare somebody to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Just because you look over your shoulder don't mean you scared. You know what I'm saying? Just because you look over your shoulder don't mean you scared. I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add that caveat in there. Just because a nigga look over his shoulder don't mean he's scared. Some niggas look over their shoulder because they scared of the damage they might do to somebody else and get the same result. They end up in jail. So don't think just because people look over their shoulder they're scared. I don't. That's another part of the hood. That you know, just because you look over your shoulder don't mean you a scary ass nigga. All right, we're gonna put that out there too. All right. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all hit the like button.
I understand how it's weird to make your content better. It's weird that a woman manipulated me into believing that, you know, she was being faithful to me and she was sleeping with somebody. And yeah, I want to find out. Who wouldn't want to find out that their significant other is not being faithful to them, regardless of how I did it? Love make you do crazy things at times. You know, some people fall in love at first sight. It don't matter if it was 30 days, 40 days, however long the case may be. You know, love make you do crazy things sometimes. Was it okay? No. Would I do it again? No. I learned a valuable lesson from it.
Shout outs to Royce J. Absolutely. He said, what up, Kuda? You mean you don't suffer from instantaneable insecurity of eros love? You said, and gotta constantly be sniffing behind some woman trying to satisfy her boredom and a need for worship? Absolutely. And you want to know why? And you want to know what attracts a lot of women to me? Because I'm not always up under them. They always, I wonder what he's doing. Is he okay? Did he eat? My man, some of my best girlfriends that got me, you know what they used to do? They used to show up, bring me lunch, and then disappear. And then we spend the rest of the day texting each other. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that if you're my girlfriend, you got to be Casper or nothing like that. I will spend large amounts of time with my girlfriend, you know, or women that I'm interested in. But after a while, it's like, all right, well, I got to go off and go do some shit. I'm going to hit you up. It's called being an adult. It's called being an adult. I got to be somewhere for like 30 hours. I'll see you next week. I'm not up under no broad every 24/7. Even my wife, she look, if she needs a she shed, cool. But I'm definitely gonna have my man cave. Absolutely, I'm definitely gonna have my man cave. And she can hang out with me in my man cave from time to time. I don't give a fuck. But I'm not, you know, and women like that. You know, one thing I noticed as a player, I remember, I got with this baddie. There was this girl, I almost said her name. There was this girl in my neighborhood, right? Everybody wanted her. She was bad. And like, some shit happened, and I ended up getting this girl, right? And like, I knew she turned down so many niggas that I know personally. And I ended up getting her, and I could sense the jealousy and shit like that, right? I ended up getting with this baddie, right? So I ended up, you know, when you get with a certain type of baddie, this some player shit. I ended up hitting that shit for the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, yo, this girl a headhunter. Like, she done turned down a whole bunch of niggas. So I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm gonna have to do my thing, you know, now that I got a chance. Because I done seen personally niggas get turned down. Me and her talk about the niggas that she turned down. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I hit that joint for the hood. And I remember it was like a weekend. And I remember the next day I had to go to work. But I'd have made enough money. This is when I was in my 20s, y'all. I'd have made my early 20s. I'd have made enough money. So I'm like, yo, like, honestly, for real, I could call out for real, and just lay up with you all day. And she was like, oh no, but you gotta go to work and whoop-de-whoop. But I'm like, nah, man, you know what I'm saying? We had fun. I'm fucking with you. Like, and like, man, I ain't gonna lie. When this bitch blinked, I ain't gonna lie. My heart stuttered. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give you the game. What the fuck? I look like lying to y'all and shit. So I'm like, when she blinked and shit, she was just beautiful. Like, I ain't gonna lie. She had highway eyes. I used to get lost in this girl's face. So I knew why the other niggas folded, right? Yeah, I was caked up. I was holding hands and kicking cans. I got the girl, but missed the bitch. Let me tell y'all what happened, though. So I laid up with her. And we did our thing the whole day. We went out and I was spending money and stuff like that. But throughout the day, because I was spending money at a 9 to 5. I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't doing no street shit. So she knew I was kicking out money and shit. Yeah, I hit one for the hood. Yeah. All right. So, man, I laid up with that girl. And just the next day, I could just kind of feel. And look, the sex was bomb and shit, like for both of us and shit like that. I don't even know why y'all niggas believe that bomb sex is gonna keep a broad around. It'll keep some broads around, but it's not gonna keep every broad around. Cause the nigga be like, all I gotta do is hit that and blah blah blah. Nah, sex was bomb and shit. Everything was good. You know, we was at it like rabbits and shit. You know, but I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I saw her attraction fade for me the rest of the day, and it wasn't because she wasn't attracted to me anymore. What's going on, Drip? It wasn't because she wasn't attracted to me anymore. It wasn't because I said or did something wrong. You want to know what it was? She taught me a valuable lesson. You want to know what it was? It's because I gave up money to stay with her. It's because even that little check I was gonna get, for that little day of work, I turned down money to be with her.
More. Wendy?
Thanks, Chuck. We're standing here in front of the Olympic Liquor Store in Queens where scores of African Americans have been lined up for hours. We spoke to a few of them earlier. Ladies, may we get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
That's all I heard in my head. I went back to one of my player partners. I was like, he was like, yo, what you do with that? Because I was texting him and shit. And I was like, yeah, I got such and such. He was like, how was it? Bro, that shit was bomb, bro. That shit was bomb. I was like, bro, she knew what she was doing, you know? And I knew what I was doing too. You know, we spent the whole day trying to out-freak each other and shit. The morning after, because you know when you're not drunk no more and all that other shit and the shit fade off. And I said, but I got a little problem. And he was like, what was that? And I said, man, I like her. I would actually date her for real. But I made a mistake. He looked at me like how you make a mistake? You done hit it and stuff like that. Like, it was good. You know, is it going to be a follow-up? Like, I'm like, yeah, but like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I shouldn't have told this bitch that I worked the next day. He was like, why? Because I was like, because I stayed with her the whole fucking day. That's why y'all ain't really hear from me, because I was, you know, I was out with Shorty for real. And honestly, like, she kept telling me to go to work and stuff like that. But I kept telling her, nah, I'm interested in you. I'm fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? I thought girls like when a guy give up his time for them. I'm confused. And I know about women, so this shit just irking me a little bit and shit like that. And I was like, I know where I made my mistake though. And he was like, what's that? I said, I gave up the money for her. But I guess it stood out because I noticeably gave up the money for her. You know, I told her it wasn't really nothing to me. I'll make it back. But I gave up the money for her. And then at the same time too, you know what I'm saying? I spent the day also taking, you know, going out on some square shit out, you know. I mean, the girl was prestige. The girl was prestigious because she was a square. You know, she wasn't no little hood joint and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? A hood joint and shit. I specialize in hood bitches. At least a hood bitch will be like, okay, you little hustler, you can make that money back. Not this bitch. Yeah, that's the last time I seen the girl for real. I mean, I say hi and bye, but shit. So shout outs to my hood girls. Hood girls are forgiving. I know why y'all niggas like the hood bitches. Y'all just don't vocalize it. I know why y'all date the girls with the tattoos on their knuckles. I dated them too. Shit. So I learned. And remember that game I gave you earlier that y'all wasn't soaking up? I told you when a woman gets to about that second to third, fourth boyfriend, under 10 boyfriends, when she gets to that second to third, fourth, or 10 boyfriend or nigga that she about to let into her body, women will see how far you go out your way for some damn pussy. So in this girl's mind, because it wasn't even about the pussy, I was trying to get to know her. She probably thought I went out of my way for some pussy and just didn't go chase the money and shit like that. So it's like you know how women shit test you and be like, yeah, if he can't stand up to me, ain't no way he gonna stand up to an attacker or somebody that's fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? They think like that. So it's like, you know, it's like, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She probably thought I couldn't provide or whatever, for whatever fucking reason. But I knew it was because I gave up the money. You know, her whole mood switch. I had to dial that shit back once I got that rose-colored glasses out of my fucking eyes. I had to dial that shit back. It's like, damn, okay, I see where I made a mistake. So I said, yeah, I ain't gonna make this mistake again. A nigga got real cold with the game after that. Nigga, all you had to do was tell me once. Fuck around, nigga. That nigga got real cold with the game after that. You ever stage having something to do so you can get rid of a girl? Oh, I'm an expert at getting rid of bitches. Man, listen. You know, I've left women in my crib before and shit like that, but nah, nigga, now I know how to get rid of them with impunity to where they want to come back. So, you know, you get better. You know, you just gotta learn the game. So, like I said, you niggas need to stop trying to think like women if you don't know them, because you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, black people are addicted to puppy love. I mean, because it's innocent, man. I got the girl but missed the bitch. I'm like, look. And then at the same time, I'm glad I didn't get her, because honestly, I probably, at that age, I probably would have let her had her way with me a little bit. You know, I probably wouldn't check her on every single attitude she got. I probably, you know, when you get the one that you want, I ain't gonna lie, reasonably as a man, you let them get away with murder. You dig? You know? I would have been simping like a mother. I would have need the T-Pain voice box. Simping. Nigga, I would have been simping like shit. She had the look, she had the aesthetic, and she had the, yeah. And I'm like, well, shit, at least I got the hit. Notch under your belt, anybody? You did? Yeah, difference between the girlfriend mentality and the wife mentality. You said, what's cupcaking? Come on, it's self-explanatory. Pretty girls are the most insecure. And then, I mean, at the end of the day, she, you know, man, y'all don't know women like I know women. Women always be having some type of nigga on retainer. She can sit around and have fun with you that night, and then go to another nigga the next day. So she probably had another nigga also, you know. But she kept it player. She probably had another nigga. You know, women like to go disappear on one side of the town and go have fun, and then return back to the other side of the town and shit like that. Sometimes when a woman tell you to go to work, they're not telling you to stay with them. They're dismissing you. They're dismissing you. All right. So this is why it's important to be a player at least at one point in your life, so you can understand some shit. You know, because if you dismiss them, you can pick up on the vibe. Sometimes if they're like, no, nigga, go to work. I will holler at you later. Now she got to cancel what the fuck she was going to do because I want to lay up with her and spend the whole day with her. And now I got rose-colored glasses and shit like that. So she probably think her pussy had a little bit more power than me, than it really did, over me than it really did. When I wasn't looking for no pussy. I put her in relationship category. And then I didn't even know what was going on in my head at the time too, because, you know, I used to get all kinds of women and take them to the derby, and you know, they used to be around me and my homies and shit like that. So at that time, it's like maybe I was looking out for status and shit like that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, if I was to float that motherfucker around the hood for the rest of the week, oh yeah, I would have been top dog entertainment at that point. I would have been top. Niggas gonna have to come see me. You know, I done lost friends behind dating certain girls that would have sabotaged a lot of niggas. And honestly, I'm player enough to say that, you know, she was my flavor. She would have sabotaged the fuck out of me because I knew what I was operating under and shit like that. And she knew this too. Now I'm gonna give y'all a teaser for the next show because I'll be right back. I'm gonna give y'all a teaser for the next show. Did Kevin Samuels speak from the dead? I want to show y'all something. Did Kevin Samuels speak from the dead? I want to show y'all something real quick before I get up out of here real quick. Y'all hit the like button to support the show. I'm going to show y'all something.
You left this world in a very untimely manner. Did you want to talk about that a little bit?
What the fuck is this? Hold on, let me kill the
man. Talk about this. Some of the women. Oh, baby, it's not gonna happen to me. It ain't gonna happen to me. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Cody, here. Today, I'm going to attempt to get in contact with the spirit of Kevin Samuels. After such a large amount of requests came in, I decided that it was a good idea to try to reach out.
Now I'm going to tell y'all how funny this space is. because he literally has a speaker box with 2 guitar pedals on the side of it. Y'all think it's like, y'all are like, oh man, look, he got like an esoteric microphone that can pick up on the dead. It's like, nah, nigga, those are 2 guitar pedals. Those are 2 guitar pedals, y'all. Hold on, I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Hold on.
Out to him. Now, just before we do that, I just want to state that I know after researching Kevin that his views and some of the things he has said and done in the past are very controversial. And there's
watch everybody cover it now, because everybody over here listening, fishing for content. Watch. Just watch. I'm real magical with this shit.
A lot of mixed feelings regarding him. I just want to say that I don't agree with any of the controversial things he did or said or may even say in this video. In fact, I don't even know.
How you an esoteric nigga with no game? The spirits will give you some goddamn game, you did?
Anything about Kevin outside of the research that I did to base my questions off of today in the session. Most of the questions today will be questions that were submitted by subscribers that were posted in a recent community post. And also, if Kevin does decide to come through this device
Samuelites and disciples, and nobody went over this
today, I will treat him with kindness and compassion like I would with any other spirit on the channel. So with all that out of the way, as always, just before we get started, I do need to state a quick disclaimer. Here on the Cody ITC channel, I attempt to get in contact with spirits using ITC devices. I can never be 100% sure who or what is coming through and speaking through this device at any given time. This is why I encourage you, as the viewer, to use your own critical thinking and to come to your own conclusion on whether you believe that this was the spirit of the individual mentioned in this video. When calling out to the spirit, I will call out using their name in hopes that that is who we are speaking to. But again, I can never guarantee that who you hear in this video is the spirit of the individual mentioned in the title of this video. Spirit communication is still in its early stages and is extremely experimental, which is why I urge you to watch this video with an open mind and let me know in the comments section if you think that this was the spirit of who we are attempting to get in contact with based off the replies that they give us and messages that they leave. Now, with all that being said, let's get straight into
all right, let's see what
today's
Kevin
video.
said, y'all. But Kevin said,
we're calling on your spirit tonight.
those 2
I was
guitar
hoping
pedals
you
on the
could
side
come
of it.
through and have a conversation with us and
when I saw
let
this.
us know
Like,
how
look,
you're
guitar
doing on
pedal.
the other side. Kevin, are you
now?
here?
Kevin Samuels come from our space, so we will know some shit Kevin will say. All right, so let's listen, y'all.
Here with us? Is that you?
Shout outs to a sower of seed. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for dropping the huge $10 on the Cash App. Listen, let's see. We're gonna listen to this for like a good 5 minutes. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna do a whole show on this stuff. Let me know if this is Kevin, y'all.
More. Wendy?
Thanks, Chuck. We're standing here in front of the Olympic Liquor Store in Queens, where scores of African Americans have been lined up for hours. We spoke to a few of them earlier. Ladies, may we get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Shout outs to a sower of seed. Let's see if this is Kevin, y'all.
Dead? That's right. Unfortunately, you passed away not long ago at all. Are you aware of that, Kevin?
I don't know. Tell that to my body.
Kevin, you sound a little confused.
This could be a nigga in the other room in a bathroom. Like, it got a lot of reverb, y'all. But let's get.
This is you.
Let me stop, because I'm gonna trigger War Master. He gonna say something and make me laugh. All right, let's be serious, y'all. This could be Kevin, y'all. Hold up.
Where are you on the other side?
Yeah, on these 2
Taking a shit in the other room. Oops.
I don't understand it.
There's 2 places.
How many more? Somebody please let me out.
You have to go to the place with the light, Kevin. Many spirits have come through before in the past talking about 2 roads, one leading to heaven and the other leading to what I could only assume is hell. You have to follow the path to heaven, Kevin. Do you need Do you need light or anything to see on the other side? To see where you are?
What's going on, people? Pause.
I still don't know how. That's not gonna take me nowhere in life.
We're filming a video today for all of your fans and all the people who've called on me to get in contact with you, Kevin.
I believe my audience.
Damn.
I would love to speak.
You would love to speak?
I wish I had my iPad.
We ain't gonna lie. Hold up. That sounds like some shit he was saying. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Yo, this is getting scary. Hold up.
You can come through and use this device to talk to all of your fans and viewers watching. You left this world in a very untimely manner. Did you want to talk about that a little bit?
If he says I missed the Manosphere, that's him.
I can talk about some of the women.
So I have a couple of questions here from some of our viewers, and most of the questions tonight will once again be from viewers, just as a disclaimer. One popular question is, do you know if your death was caused by heart failure, Kevin?
This lady told me 3 days ago. Still young.
That's right. I would definitely say you were still young, and something like a heart attack would definitely not be expected.
She's like, oh, you're still young, baby.
I know chest pains are a common precursor to a heart attack, and it did say that you did complain that night about having chest pains. Do you feel like this was the cause of your death, Kevin?
Oh, man, it's not gonna happen to me. It ain't gonna happen to me. Yeah.
I know a lot of people were also asking if the girl you were with could have drugged you or killed you. Do you think that that's a possibility, Kevin?
Maybe. You got money. It's literally begging, looting, to get out. I'm scratching my head.
Were you in a relationship with this woman, Kevin? Were you happy with her?
You don't know how hard it was.
We also have a lot of other questions to ask you tonight, and an interesting one that actually came in and got a lot of likes in our community post was by someone who asked, do you think relationships between men and modern women will ever improve for the better?
Hey, listen, I'm with it, but there are some issues.
I mean, look, do y'all think this is Kevin speaking from the dead? They say when you pass away, you're kind of in like a purgatory space where you don't know where you at. It's like a fever dream, and you're just sleeping. You're just saying stuff. I don't know, y'all. Hey, look, it kind of, it low key do sound like the things he would say. You see, I shut the fuck up real quick. I'm like, you know what? Let me shut the fuck up. Because niggas, we ask Papa Legba, yo, is Kevin up there? Like, and then, then we end up there with them too. So I'll just shut the hell up. All right, but let's go.
Overall society is my goal.
I know that online you weren't really public when it came to your personal life, like things relating to family and stuff. And I can understand why after knowing the controversial nature of your content.
Yep.
I was wondering if you wanted to, if you could come through and leave any messages you may have for your friends and family.
It sounds like you're sleep talking.
You can make it. All the money in the world doesn't matter.
Damn.
Like, like that.
Damn. That's
And I know that there were also a lot of questions that were asking if you could go in depth on your 2 prior divorces that you had. And while I'm very aware that that is very personal information that somebody may not feel comfortable disclosing, I'm just giving you the chance to come through and talk about it if you'd like to.
Usually somebody's gonna try on somebody. Only given 2 options.
And also, I just want to ask, because I did realize that there's quite a lot of people that don't agree with your content and the things that you've said in the past.
Like, imagine getting asked by your, imagine getting asked about your content in the past life. It's like, fuck. Fuck.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to them?
Okay, I can understand. I just can't help. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. What's wrong with us? Stupid.
And just before,
all right, I'm gonna have to get up out of here because I'm gonna. The more this goes on, the more I'm gonna go to hell. Like, imagine if he asks a question. And you know how when people ask the dumb question, Kevin did that slap noise? Yo, if that slap noise pop up, I'm like, all right, he trolling. This has got to be a troll.
before we go, I know you had a very interesting life and you found a lot of success after a long time of struggling. What is it that you are most proud of, Kevin?
My culture. I'm a black man. And the communication skills that I have. Engineer.
An engineer, that's right. I did read online that you studied chemical engineering. Definitely doesn't sound like an easy thing to do.
That's all right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming through, Kevin. I hope you're doing well on the other side. And if you need any help, my spirit guide, George, is there to help you to follow the right path on the other side. Thank you so much for talking with us again tonight, and God bless.
All right, y'all. So.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know. All right. I don't know. We got to do part 2. We gotta finish the kites reaction, and we also gotta finish another reaction. Shout outs to AKA Reactions for sending me another reaction to go through. So we're gonna handle those 2 reactions on the next show later on today. And also too, y'all, we're gonna see if we he said that's Chat GPT KS, bro. I don't know, man. It is creepy. I gotta show you the other ones they got too. So I'm not trying to make y'all a believer. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Now watch this shit pop up on everybody's channel all of a sudden. All right. It's Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host, DJ Kuda, right back at the helm of today's show. 3 hours in. Let's get it. It's Player Talk Radio. Good morning. Peace. Shout outs to everybody that hit the like button, share the show. I'm trying to make the shows a little bit shorter, but we're going to have a second show on today's show. We're going to go over this KS thing again. We're going to go over both reactions. And there's a Fulio one. If you guys are covering Fulio, he spoke to Fulio. You know, I swear it sounds like them. I don't know if it's Chat GPT or a mixture of him taking quotes from their interviews and putting some type of reverb or whatever on it, because there's 2 guitar pedals on the side of that speaker box. But it's eerie and weird. All right? So it's Player Talk Radio. Thank you, everybody that hit the like button. Thank you, everybody that supports the show. We out. Peace.
God